Okay, punters, part two. It's obviously been a bit quiet video-wise over the summer period, but I've been talking to Ralphie and to DK. We'll be getting together again shortly, particularly with the upcoming Monday's off for us. That should enable us to get together. So there'll be some longer videos with those, respected panelists on board there, so looking forward to that. Just a couple of things. I've had a lot of people writing to me about Bet365 withdrawing their SPG. Good while it lasted, but it's best to be philosophical about these things, and we've just got to do a good job of backing the right horses at the right prices. It's as simple as that. So I think everyone's in that basket. I don't know if they're doing it at all or whether they've withdrawn it completely, but they certainly, I don't know many punters left that still have that SPG open to them. Now punters, we complain a lot, we get upset about a lot of things, but and I'm not a big fan of races being decided on protest unless it's a really obvious one, but I've got a very philosophical view about protests. I just take the rough with the smooth and just move on, because I learned a very good lesson of quite a few years ago. I backed a horse called Norzita. It lost a race on protest to Longport, and it was a huge result for me. And they ran again in 2 weeks' time, and Norzita beat it by 3 lengths, and it was a nonsense protest. But it did put me on tilt for a couple of months, and I promised myself I'd never ever do that again, and I haven't. So that's good. But I did have to note that we think we've got problems in racing in the protest front. How about the Sydney to Hobart? They've sailed boats from Sydney to Hobart over, 2 days or 3 days, however long they go for. And when they get there, they have a protest about a little bit of interference at the start, and it's upheld. Goodness gracious me! Thank God I don't bet on yachting. That'll just depend. Anyone that backed the winner there that lost that race on protest, I don't know how the corporates handled it from a punting point of view, but goodness me, that is just about as good as you'll ever hear. Just a quick word on Caulfield yesterday, and just some of the what I was talking about before about the how things can run against you. Some of the recent metropolitan middle distance races, I mean, they're moderate horses, and they clearly tend to take turns. So at Pakenham, we got beat by Alanero. Okay, the track was a bit funny that day and whatever. So then we go to Caulfield, and all Golden Main's best forms at Caulfield, so we spec Golden Main, and it goes down to Shoreham. Okay, so by a substantial margin, about 3 lengths from memory. Then we go to Flemington, we back Shoreham and Olanera, and Golden Main beats them. Very well backed. Like, its form suggested it would run well in the double figures, and it was hard in single figures and firming right to the jump. Improved those 3 lengths or so and beat us. And Olanera in that race was disgraceful, like absolutely disgraceful Olanera at Flemington. It backs up 6 days later at Caulfield. We back Angelou Chief for a good result. Olanera is heavily backed until the jump. 6 days after failing miserably at Flemington, and beats Angelou by a nose. That's the sort of thing that really troubles me. I just wonder why the stewards can't look into the form reversal there from Olanera and the betting behind it. There just needs to be a decent explanation for punters, because there was no. You can't just say, "Oh, the horse doesn't go any good at Flemington." Its run at Flemington was awful. 6 days later, it improves lengths and lengths and lengths, and it shows up in betting pre-race. So there's the punt for you, punters. It's a tricky business, and we've just got to keep doing enough to keep the advantage on our side. And but along the journey, there's going to be some frustration, no doubt about it. I think I've got to the end of my list there, punters. Just trying to think back if anyone else has sent anything in. Probably not. Ray probably did, but anyway, just a shout out to all my staunch subscribers. It's you know, we fought hard in December. It wasn't our month. Stick solid. We'll be right. There's a good run coming, and I look forward to reporting that good run on this show. Your continued support, sticking solid. I hope you're enjoying what we've been doing over the since June, since I started my own website. The results overall have been strong, and I look forward to a really good 2018. I haven't got anything else, so that'll do us. Looking forward to Sandown on Wednesday and Flemington on Saturday. Let's hope we can hit the target. Cheers, punters.